So, Zdeněk Latal reacted on me. He reacted on Avoid This Mistake in Calisthenics, and he reacted on my calisthenics transformation. It was really unexpected, I'm not going to lie. So my brother just came up to me and said, "Yo, Zdeněk Latal reacted on you, what's going on?" And I didn't know what was happening. And in this video, we're going to talk about this topic. A little disclaimer before the video starts. This video is not an attacking video or something like that. I think like maybe he was a bit angry at some point in this video. But again, it's learning. I learned a lot. And I think like calisthenics is a sport of honor and family. I don't want to attack anybody. I don't want to offend anybody. In today's video, I want to talk about three things. First, I'm going to introduce myself. Who am I? Then I'm going to talk about my calisthenics transformation. So I'm just going to add a little more detail. And last, we're going to talk about Zdeněk Latal's reaction. So who am I? My name is Elias Boni. I'm a calisthenics athlete. I'm currently 15 years old. I've been doing calisthenics for 2.5 years now, and calisthenics is a sport where I see myself in and the sport where I want to be good at it. October 2022, I began my fitness training. I think like in the first 2 months of my actual training, I didn't really focus on calisthenics. My main goal was just to lose some weight, and it worked. I pretty quickly switched to calisthenics and started doing basics, push-ups, pull-ups. These were one of my favorites. After about 3 months of basic training, I began to implement skill training. So I was doing skill training and basic training at the same time. One of my main skills that I trained was the 90-degree hold. And I think like I needed 2 months to get from 2 seconds to 4 seconds. I mean, maybe it's not long, maybe people need 5 months. But for me personally, at this moment, I put in so much effort, and just to get like 2 seconds in 2 months was not fair for me personally. After the summer break last year, I signed in my local gym called Clever Fit and began to do some weights. Bench press, deadlifts, squats, and also did weighted calisthenics. And the progress that I made was actually slow, but it was progress. After some time, I began to switch back to skills, and I saw the skill, back lever. And I knew from the beginning this was the skill that I want to learn. I began to train it regularly. Only problem, I began to injure myself. My left shoulder really began to hurt, and I had to stop my training. My recovery phase was about 5 months, where I did no calisthenics. I was doing like maybe some bicep curls, maybe some arm wrestling and jogging, but no calisthenics. This year, East break, I think the chocolate bunny that like hides egg and something like that. I tried handstand this year, and after my recovery phase, and it went really nice actually. So I couldn't hold the handstand, but my pain was gone. So I was really excited to get back to calisthenics. Only problem, I was a bit bigger, and my basics, so my push-ups, my pull-ups weren't even close to the strength I had before. So I had to make two choices. Either I stick to the basics again and get my old strength back and get my old shredded and get my old body percentage back, or I do something different. So my main goal at the time was the handstand slash handstand push-up. And what I did is I searched up new exercises, new basics. What can I do to learn these skills specifically? And I came across an exercise called the frog stand. At this time, I focused really much on push, so like frog stand, handstands, and handstand push-ups. And skills like back lever or front lever, I just set them away for one moment. I started making real progress in frog stand, then in the headstand, then in like entries, so like pike presses, frog stand to handstand, and eventually in handstand push-ups. And that was really my thing. So I switched from basics, I switched from push-up basics, I switched from pull-up basics to these new basics, to like frog stand. And that's why I said in the video, avoid this mistake in calisthenics. I said the basic for handstand push-ups aren't regular normal push-ups. I think they are more like frog stand. Frog stand is the easiest skill that mimics the handstand push-up or the handstand the most. Especially handstand. You really use muscles in frog stand that are also used in handstand. 2 years ago, I didn't make any progress. As I said, after the basic training, I did implementing skills. Maybe I did no progress because I didn't train them right. Maybe I did skill training too early. Maybe my sleep was bad, you know, maybe my diet was bad. It all could be true, and it is probably true, okay? So my progress was so bad because probably my skill training was not right. I did them too early. My sleeping was not good. It is probably true. And maybe I only progressed in frog stand to handstand push-up so quickly because I did basics before. But the thing that I know is when I started frog stand this year, I only could like do 10 push-ups, okay? Only like 10 push-ups. So I've got a little example right here. This was me this year in summer break. Let's take a look at it. What do we got? We got frog stand to handstand into handstand push-up. This was actually my first real handstand push-up. And now you may be wondering, okay, that's really great, but that's not the purpose. I want to show you guys another thing. And this was also me this year summer break. This was actually 2 weeks after the last video. On the same day that I recorded this video, I was able to do, I think, like 4 clean pike push-ups. 4 clean pike push-ups. But I was able to do handstand push-up. Is that normal? Is that right? And that's just the point that I want to say. That's just my opinion. That's just my way of looking at this thing. You know what I mean? You can achieve the handstand push-up or you can achieve skills like the handstand push-up. You don't need to go the traditional way. You don't need to have 10 pike push-ups. You don't need to have 50 normal regular push-ups to achieve handstand push-up. You know what I mean? That's just my thing. That's just what I want to say. I didn't go the traditional way. I could do 4 pike push-ups, but I can do frog stand to handstand push-up. That's not normal, okay? And that's really just what I'm trying to say. So the whole point of my videos, or of the most videos, I just want to say, guys, you don't need to go the traditional way, okay? There's other ways, and for me, I'm the best example. Having the strength of doing 4 pike push-ups, but I can do frog stand to handstand push-up. So yeah, Zdenek Latel is a beast. I'm really, really grateful that he did it. And yeah, I would say, guys, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment and a like down below. Subscribe, and see you next time, guys. And Zdenek Latel, if you want to do more videos about me, of course.